This is the amount of time your short-term memory has to remember. After the 20 seconds are up, if you are unable to retain this experience will cease to exist. But normal memory will rehearse these 20 seconds and be retained as an episodic memory. For anterograde amnesia patients, those 20 seconds are all they remember.
So what is anterograde amnesia? Anterograde amnesia is the loss of making new memories. This is due to damage that causes the inability for short-term memories to go into long-term memories.
Patients of anterograde amnesia still have their long-term memory from before occurrence of damage.
Their lives are made up of small segments that are not transferred to long-term memory. After the damage has occurred, the past is the only thing patients will remember. The damage can be caused by illness, brain surgery, drugs such as benzodiazepine, and severe alcoholism.
Let's now take a look at a real-life case study of a man named S. a study in which focuses on his musical memory along with severe anterograde amnesia. For S. the extensive damage to his medial temporal lobes along with herpes encephalitis caused anterograde amnesia.
As a tenor saxophone musician, the aim of the study was to see if S. could play and perform new songs with this instrument despite his amnesia. The researchers provided S. with 11 target condition songs, which were to be learned and played along with his orchestra. An additional 5 control condition songs were given, but learned and performed them independently.
The sheet music was a stimulus to see if S. could recognize the songs he had played. It's important to note that S. was blind to these songs, meaning he had never seen or played these songs ever in his life. Learning the newly introduced songs by sight reading the sheet music, testing sessions occurred during time 1 and time 2.
In time 1, S.'s performance was recorded 1 week before his orchestra started rehearsing. In time 2, his performance was recorded after 3 months of continuous practice during orchestra meetings, which took about an hour twice a week.
As a result of the study, S. was able to play various songs with his orchestra and had a total of 16 songs performed solo. This concludes that he had gained the ability to learn and play new music even without the aid of declarative memory, which is the memory of facts.
Another conclusion that can also be made is that S.'s semantic memory was still intact because he was able to read the music notes, while his episodic memory was absent because he was unable to recognize ever playing the sheet music he had practiced after being introduced.
In contrast to this case study, we will now illustrate anterograde amnesia in the Walt Disney Pictures and Pixar animated film Finding Nemo, specifically on a case study of a friendly blue fish, Dorey.
Finding Nemo is about a fish named Marlin who goes on an adventure with a fish named Dorey to find his lost son, Nemo. Throughout their adventure, Dorey displays anterograde amnesia, which in the film they portray as short-term memory. This diagnosis is false.
Oh, no.
If this is some kind of practical joke, it's not funny. And I know funny. I'm a clownfish.
No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm so sorry. See, I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Short-term memory loss. I don't believe this.
No, it's true. I forget things almost instantly.
The true diagnosis for Dorey is that she has anterograde amnesia. Dorey shows that her episodic memory has been hindered, but that her semantic memory is still intact throughout the movie. Her ability to recall P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney was through semantic memory. This was due to repetition, which enabled her to remember this address.
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. If you're asking where I'm going, I'll tell you that's where I'm going. It's P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Where? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Excuse me.
I didn't hear you.
Excuse me. Hi.
She was also able to remember specific things that she didn't know she knew, like the definition of friendship, to speak whale, and the ability to read human.
Dorey. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you sure you speak whale?
Can you
Dorey, heaven knows what you're saying. See, he's swimming away.
come back?
He's not.
She shows her absence of episodic memory in scenes such as when Marlin and her first met.
What?
Trying to swim here. What, the ocean isn't big enough for you or something like that?
Huh?
You got a problem, buddy? Huh? Do you? Want a piece of me? Yeah. Ooh, I'm scared now. What?
Wait a minute.
Stop following me, okay?
What are you talking about? You're showing me which way the boat went.
A boat? Hey! I've seen a boat. It passed by not too long ago. It went,
She also shows this when Marlon is telling his story repeatedly, and it seems like the first time she had heard it. Her diagnosis is also shown when she thought Marlon was her conscience.
to swim you want
See,
to
I'm gonna get stuck now with that song. Now it's in my head.
Sorry.
Dorey, do you see anything?
Ah! Something's got me!
That was me. I'm sorry.
Who's that?
Who's that? Who could it be? It's me.
Are you my conscience?
Yeah. I'm your conscience.
And lastly, when she could not remember Nemo's name. Although Dorey's anterograde amnesia was depicted well throughout the film, near the end of the film, Dorey sees the word Sydney on a pipe, and the movie used this as a trigger word for all her memories of the previous events that took place to flood back into her memory.
This is false because due to Dorey's amnesia, this would not be possible. She still lacks the ability of remembering episodic memories, therefore would not remember anything regardless of the trigger word.
Got it.
Dad! Where are we anyway?
Dad! Huh. So, Sydney. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Comparing SZ and Dorey, they both gave a good representation of what anterograde amnesia is. Both SZ and Dorey have intact semantic memories and absent episodic memories congruent with anterograde amnesia.
They also are able to improve their memories by repetition into their semantic memories. Dorey was able to remember the address, and SZ was able to learn new music he has never seen before. SZ's ability could be strengthened by his love of music, and Dorey's memory could be strengthened by her friendship with Marlon.
Although they were able to remember certain knowledge, they were still unable to understand where this information came from, and SZ was unable to remember the songs on the sheet music, although he was getting better. Hope you enjoyed the video.